बेसिकली ये जो है वो प्रैक्टिस मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर है और उसमें व्हाट वी हैव ट्राइड टू ऑटोमेट द प्रोसेस इन्वॉल्व इन द प्रैक्टिसिंग यूनिट. Okay, so say for example, this is the Ajay Raj is the owner of the company in Raj Associates. Now, it may happen that Ajay Raj is associated with more than one firm, or Ajay Raj is having a firm in which there are more than one branches. So, all the branches and all the firms in which he is associated will appear in this drop down. So, sitting at Ahmedabad, Ajay Raj can view the work is happening in Baroda office or Mumbai office. Right? So, this is one login, but with one login he is able to access all the work from all the offices. Okay. Okay, so first thing is gadgets. So what is gadget? Gadget will give you the dashboard kind of thing in which you can customize your gadget. What is important? What metrics are important to you? Say for example, you want to know new client this year or new clients that we acquired during this month, right? Or how many projects we have created, how many projects are there for income tax related work, how many projects related to audit related work, how many clients we have at present, how many active clients are there, right? So these kind of numbers you can upload create gadget for those numbers. So these are basically KPI or metrics, you can say, to track I mean the what matters to you. You can track those numbers and you can personalize it. So there is no nothing pre-populated. You can create your gadget on your own. We'll let you know how to create those gadgets once you purchase this, but all the gadgets that are important to you, all the numbers that are important to you, you can populate those gadgets here. Okay, so you can also configure like what is the turnaround time for this particular service, that it is coming to office and it is going from our office for with completion, how many days it takes to travel, from initiation to completion of work. So these are the gadgets that are important to you, and you may come across a thing like, okay, now we have improved this situation. Now I don't want to track this gadget. You can remove it and create and populate another gadget that you want, that is of your choice. Okay. Now what else? So this is the report, you can say, right? But in a matrix format, right? So that you can take action accordingly. So for example, what is the business done today, right? What is the business done this month? What is the business done by that particular team member? What is the business I have earned from this corporate clients? What is the business I have earned to HF clients? What is the business I have earned to this particular industry? What is the business I have done in Ahmedabad, in Vadodara? So these kind of gadgets you can prepare. Okay, I hope I'm clear to you, right? Okay. So next thing is contact and company. What is contact? What is company? Company is basically our client. So we do work for companies. Though the term is company, it is related to client. Okay. And contact is associated person for that contact. Say for example, a person comes to you, Mr. X, and he files return for his wife. He is a private limited company. He is a karta of a HCF. So all are the companies, but the contact person is Mr. X. Okay. So I am going for companies. Okay. So if you look at the companies, what we'll be able to see, say for example, Algebra Software House, right? How many person are associated with this company? Okay. So say for example, Algebra Software House is our client. Okay. And in Algebra Software House, we have 3 contacts. So suppose we are unable to reach a particular person, we can definitely call other person, right? So mouse over, you will be able to see the contact detail of that particular person with position he is having in that company. right? And you can see the phone number, email address and everything, right, for that particular contact. Okay, and you will be also able to see on mouse over, if I mouse over on the company name, I will be able to see how many projects are running, right, for that particular company, right? How many things are missing? Say for example, address is missing, and these kind of things will appear, so that you can, update the data. Okay. Other things are on the right side. You'll be able to see the industry it belongs to, the legal structure of that particular client, how many services we are offering to this particular client. So I can, these are the four services that I have giving to this particular client. I can add on a particular service like this. Simply, right? You can click and add a service. Now it will show 5 services. Is that clear? Okay. And this is a unique ID that you can assign as per your choice. It may be file number or maybe pen number, whatever it may be. So this is we have kept as a unique ID. Whatever you want to use it for, it is of your choice. Then this is relationship manager. What happens, when your practice grows, your client grows, and for certain client, you want to offer a relationship manager, because client are of such cadre that they want to, whom should I call? I don't want, government department kind of feeling. I should have one contact person. So you can assign one of your team member as relationship manager for that particular company. Okay, simply you can select a staff member. Okay, and that person will be able to see the workload for that related client. Okay, other things are there. For example, you can also keep track of licenses. Those are applicable to that particular client. Maybe you are not providing all the license related services to that particular client, but you can keep record of those licenses. This is will help you in two ways. First, it will help you understand the license requirement in particular industry. Second, you can help the client in reminding them for renewal of the licenses. Okay, so this is a good thing. Automatic email you need. So if you just tick it, automatic email or SMS will get triggered to client. These are the licenses that are going to expire. Kindly make arrangement. Okay. Now if I go on to contacts, right? In company I was able to see associated contact, right, with position therein. Okay, and in contact I will be able to see all the companies in which he is associated. Say for example, Catherine John. She is associated, she is accountant or whatever it may be, but she is associated with 3 companies: Bispol, Gorgeous, and Patrick. These are 3 companies she is associated with. So, particularly, what happens, company doesn't come to us. It's a person that comes to us, right? So, when Catherine John comes to us, right, our staff member, our team member should be able to know how many companies she is associated with, right? And with clicks, your team member should be able to know, okay, how many projects are running, how many projects are built, how many projects are on hold, like this. And you can also, for a particular company, you can also mention, Catherine, you have 2 projects on hold, and she wants to know for related to which company, right? So on mouse or on particular company, he will be able related to which company the project is on hold. Okay. Other things, here you can update the tag also, right? For example, you can group the clients with tags, doctors or accountants or whatever maybe. So you can add multiple tags, and those tags will help you in filtering the data. This is first, and those tags will help you in sending automated emails by category wise, by tagging wise. You want to send email, right? That you can also do. Okay, right? So this is contact and company, and on top you will see the filters, and you can also customize your filter with multiple combination. right? So multiple combination you can use, and we have provided more than 275 parameters, and with combination you can filter the data, right? And not just filter, with this combination you can automate your actions as well. What is automation? That will cover later on. Okay, next is project. If you recall, uh, I've shown you that in company you can link the services that we are offering to that particular company. Okay. Now, if we are able to link the services that we are offering to that particular company, and if we provide another, so two things are required for automation. First is linking the service with the company, and another thing, if I attach a schedule to particular service, this service is getting recurring, is of recurring of this manner, right? Let me show you. If I can provide attach a schedule, the recurring schedule or recurring pattern in a particular service, right? Okay, like this, I can attach anything. This is demo, right? So say for example, this service is getting recurring nature every year, every quarter, right? If I can attach a schedule, right? So what will happen? I have attached a service to company, and in service also I have provided this service is of recurring nature, and this is the pattern. So what will happen? Automatically projects get created, and it will populate in the list. So no need to keep referring the dates, the due dates and everything. Automatically projects get created, and automatically email and SMS get triggered to client, right? And automatically assignment is done. Project work assignment is done to team member as per your setting on service. You can provide repeat mode, that is whether as per last project, whoever was working on last project related to that company for that service, the same team should be appointed on the new project, so that can happen. Okay, so what will happen, because we have attached the scheduler on a particular service, and because we have attached service to company, on that particular date projects get created, and automatic assignment team is assigned to that project, and automatically email and SMS gets triggered to client. Boss, this is a service that is due. Okay, and so what happens, at the time of creation, project will appear in lead states. So there are different stages the work passes. First is lead. Lead means the client has turned up yet. For example, projects get created. Income tax return is due for filing. Suppose on 1st of May you are automating a process. Every 1st May projects should get created for income tax return. So all the client list will appear here related to income tax return. Okay, and automatically email and SMS get triggered to client. This is a reminder for income tax return. Okay, but the client has not come up with the details yet, right? So it will appear in lead state. Okay, so what is lead? Client has not turned up yet. Okay, so when the client has not turned up yet, we need to, and it should happen if possible automatically. So okay, we have done that. On project creation, email and SMS gets triggered to client. Okay, with one SMS he may not turn up, right? He requires frequent follow up, right? Okay, so what other things you can do? You can create a scheduler for further recurring reminders, like every Monday or every Thursday email should get triggered to client till the project are on lead. So this is the email automation. I simultaneously show it to you. So you can, as per your requirement, you can create automation. We have not, prefix the formula. You can create as per your requirement. So for example, you can say till the projects are on lead state, right? So you can provide a filter, right? Every Monday, say for example, I provide a scheduler every Monday and Thursday, apply on projects which are on lead. right? Send them action, email and SMS. So automatically email and SMS on every Monday and every Thursday gets triggered to client. Okay, so for at the time of project creation, email got triggered. So it will happen only once, and after that, recurring email gets triggered Monday or Thursday, whatever setting you have done. Okay, and then also, some clients are not turning up. Okay, so we are increasing the probability that through recurring follow-up the client will come, right? But it may happen in spite of regular follow-ups, clients are not turning up. Okay, then what we need to do, we'll appoint a person, we'll assign this duty to a particular person. Boss, this is your duty, you are supposed to call these clients which are on lead and show note here, right, like this. Suppose your person is there and you have specifically given this task that you are supposed to call these clients which are on lead, and you need to keep on calling them again and again as per the dates provided committed by those clients. Say for example, he is mentioning like this, sir, I have called him, he will come on 5th. Okay, he says that the client is going to come on 5th of May. Okay, fine, save it. You will be able to see, okay, so generally what happens, you are having a list of clients who are not turned up, and you assign this task to a particular staff member, in sabko call karo, right, and ask them when they are going to come. So the staff member will, immediately call those person and will give you the list. Sir, I have called him. This person is going to come on 5th. This person is going to come on 7th. Right? Again, on those dates, it is your duty to remind that particular team member to again make a call. Right? So we become staff of the staff. This is what the situation is. Okay. Now, this situation we can get rid of with this feature. So what happens, he is mentioning, sir, I have called him and he is going to come on 5th. Okay. Till then it will remain in on lead and the status turns out to be blue color. It will again turn its color and become red on 5th. Right. Again he will be notified. The same person whose task is to convert from lead to not started. Again that person will be notified on 5th through notification like this. Okay. Right, and that person is supposed to again make a call because this client has not turned up on 5th. Okay, now suppose on 5th the client comes, or before that the client comes. What he needs to do, he just simply move from lead to not started. You can see the count. The count will change. It's a simple process, I guess, and it is clear to you, right? And it is convenient for you to explain this process to your team member as well. Okay, and you will be able to see with the click, you will be able to see the status of work, how many follow-ups you have done, right? Okay, now we are on to not started. So by not started, we mean that the client has provided all the details. You are supposed to start the work. Obviously, you may not be doing the entire work. Your team is doing the entire work, but you need to keep track of the things, right? So here 38 works your team member have not started. So you must have allocated the work. Okay, you do this kind of work, all right. But you may not be having the list of the work. So the first solution to you is the list of the work, the total workload in your office. This is the list, 117 work that you are having in your office, right? And of those 117, 57 clients have not. Okay, and of those, of the remaining 38, you have not started. You means your team have not started, though you have received the details. So regarding those 38 works, you want to know when you are planning to start, right? So your staff member, as a project manager, mention when you are planning. Your staff member will see like this. Okay, so they are supposed to write, sir, I am busy with some other work. I will start on 1st May. Okay, so he is mentioning like this, I will start on 1st May. Okay, fine. he is mentioning this. He will be notified on 1st May. Today is your commitment to start this work. So you need not follow up the team member. On its own, the software will notify that person about the commitment that he had made earlier. Okay, so he will be reminded today is the 1st May and today is your commitment. Okay, so at that day also he may wish to take some time. So he can again mention, sir, it will turn red, and he will again mention, sir, I am planning to start on so and so day. No worry, you just write down, right? If you are not writing the status, right, the Easy Cloudbook software will keep on peeping you, right? Okay, so he is compulsory supposed to write the status of the work. Okay, okay. Next is in progress. In progress means work is in. There is no problem with the work. The work is in progress, because had it been the case that we are facing certain issue related to that work, it may be on hold, not in progress, right? So here you are supposed to ask, when the project is in progress, you want to ask, okay, when you are planning to complete. So what do you want to know? You want to know when you are planning to complete. There is no issue. I don't want to ask the state. I don't want to how much is completed. I can see that with click. I can see the how many to dos you have completed. I can see that. So here on status, I want to know from you when you are planning to complete this work. So your project manager will write, sir, I am going to complete this work on so and so day. So he is providing a commitment to you, right? And you can automatically remind him about his commitments on particular date, right? Next is on hold. On hold means work is on hold status, and why it is on hold? Maybe client has not provided certain details. If he has not provided any detail at all, it would have been on leave, right? Example, you have asked for 10 documents and he has provided 8 documents. Now it is your call to make, whether I can start with 8 documents or I have to wait for 10 documents. If work can be started with 8 documents, move on to not started and in progress. And now the stage comes, where no more further proceeding can be done without those pending 2 documents, right? So in that case, project will move to on hold status. And here the person will mention work is pending from client side because we are waiting for these 2 documents. Okay, or the other condition situation may be it is pending from department side. For example, it is income tax scrutiny assessment case. You have made your submission to department. Now you are waiting from call from that officer, right? Until that you cannot do anything on that project, right? But the client keeps on calling you, boss, kya hua? So you don't know. Okay, boss, I have made the submission. Now he is going to call me, and even if he is not going to call me, I will follow up the officer within 10 days or 15 days, right? So that you can mention here. I have done the submission. Next follow up on so and so date. So that those instructions are given. Mention pending from client or department side, reason, and next follow up date. So you are mentioning this. And when you are mentioning this, what will happen? Automatically email gets triggered to client. This project is on hold and the reason is the note provided, right? Next is completed. Okay, by completed I mean work is completed. We have provided, given you the 2 status, completed and finished. Now what is the difference between completed and finished? So sometimes what happens, on cutoff dates, say for example audit day, compliances, you have so a lot of work, printout is pending or signature is pending, otherwise work is done, only the finishing is pending, signature is pending. So I mean there is no load related to that work, but the finishing is pending. Maybe we want to take printouts, maybe you want to design it properly, file it properly. So those kind of tasks can be done later on. So what till then you can create a buffer and keep it in completed. and it will stay in completed as per your setting, maybe for 3 days, 5 days or 7 days, right? And thereafter it will automatically move to finish state. And in between, if you have a concept of a reviewer, suppose you appoint a person in your firm that you are supposed to review entire work of each and every person, and for because of the quality concerns, right? And you want to assign a particular person, you are supposed to review each and every work. And if you are satisfied, they move that work to finish state. Otherwise, again send back to in progress. So that also can be done. Okay, in project I told you projects get automatically created. This is one thing, and you can also create manual projects. For example, for company formation kind of work, we Easy Cloudbook cannot help you, and Cloudbook cannot tell you predict when the particular person will come for company formation or advice work. Okay, so that for that purpose you can create a single project. So I hope I'm clear till now. So suppose you are coming to Easy Cloudbook for the first time, you may be having a lot of project. At that time we should help you in migration. So for that purpose we have created this multiple project. So this is on project. Well, let me complete. On project also, you have this filter kind of things. You can filter project as per company. Every model we have provided this kind of filters like this. You can filter by service, income tax return. I just want to see the income tax return that are pending in our firm, right? So you may want to see the work of a particular team member, right? You may want to see the work of a particular year, that is a financial year, whatever may be. You want to see with the combination, right? I want to see work related to new clients, clients which we have created this month, new clients related to this particular service, pending for more than 7 days, right? And costing more than particular percentage or rate or amount, whatever it may be. So you can create a query, and those query you can save it. And when you save it, it is available for available in drop down as well. Every day when you want to start your work with a particular query, you can click it. So that query you can save. It is more like the query we are creating in Tally. The only difference is in Tally you cannot save the query. You have to create query every time for each and every audit assignment. But while in Easy Cloudbook you can create a query and you can save it for later purpose also.